Hi everyone, Carl from Living to Learn here. I bring you to the shed today. This is where the magic happens. So we're going to have a little challenge, a little winter challenge. And what we're going to make today is a board box. We're going to make it of a very, very common material that you find everywhere. Pallets. Easily upcycled into some of the most amazing things you can think of. The only thing that limits it is your imagination, really. So what we're going to do is one for the kids and one for the parents. We are going to do like a little joint project, and we're going to make small board box to help our little winged friends, as we like to watch them throughout the year. This time of year is going to be hard for them. They reckon the weather's coming in hard and fast. So the first thing we need to do is disassemble this pallet. So, with the assistance of my magic wand, here's the rather impressive haul of wood from the pallet. Crazy amount of wood. So, for part one, we're going to build a board box out of this. But what I think I'm going to do is try and maximise the amount of projects I can get out of one pallet, and we can take it from there. We're going this journey together. We can also, if I can find them, reuse the nails. Maybe not for nailing, but we can soak them in water and maybe a bit of vinegar. Might be able to get a bit of a wood stain out of it. So, next up, the board box. Okay, we've chosen this nice pallet slat here, about 120 millimeters wide by about a metre long. So what we're going to do now, we're going to mark out the size of our board box and design it. Now, you're only limited by your mind, your imagination, whatever you want to do. You can make it simple, you can make it quirky, a decorative piece, even a gift. So let's check it out. Let's start marking it up. Okay guys, we have our pieces cut and marked up roughly. I've drilled out this here so we can hammer through the nails and join this piece together for those of you that don't have glue or clamps. But I'm probably going to glue this anyway. And I've drilled out the back here as well. And that's going to fit up underneath that and is going to be joining those two pieces. So it just sort of makes that easier. Now, next thing to do is nail it up, and then we're going to mark up the sides. Okay, I have the base and the back glued up now, and I've cut two pieces. Now, I just made this up as I went along. It's 9 inches high at the back and 7 inches at the front, and they're going to fix in there like that, and then we can measure out for the little roof and the front, and it should all be held together. Now you can go elaborate or just plain, easy, no act of parliament on it. Just knock yourself out, whatever you want to do. Okay guys, we're back in the workshop. Don't mind my shaky camera. I have a very weird setup. So I put the sides on, fixed the sides on, I fixed the front on. Now we want to get somewhere for our little feathered friends to come in. So we want to roughly get the centre of this. And I'll show you how to do that now. Ruler. Go from corner to corner. And sort of you don't have to do a straight line or a line right across. Just like this. So that will literally X marks the spot. Now you can do this a number of ways. You can do this, drill a pilot hole and cut it out with a jigsaw or a fret saw, or you can just keep making a series of small holes around and around, and then use the likes of a rasp, which I have here, which is unbelievable. Unbelievable in the workshop, unbelievable for woodcraft in the bush. You can just smooth it all over with this. So, as an alternative, what I have is a hole saw. I think this is about 3 inches, 75 millimeters. And this is brilliant. I use these for cutting out things like lights, for downlighters and pipes and stuff. So you just get it, there's your pilot bit, find the centre, find it. Hold it tight. Okay, I've taken some artistic license. So now we have our hole. And what I did was, I drilled another hole. A little small hole, I think it's with a 16mm spade bit. I don't know if you can see them. Now all my tools I generally just get in Aldi, because I don't have a mad budget. So I use them until they die. They have a 3-year warranty. If they do die, keep your receipt, bring it back, they'll replace it, or you'll get your money back. So that's how I started off, and I just like to experiment, get used to them, and become more proficient. You can step up to bigger and better tools. So right, this is here, basically a piece of birch. It's going to be a perch. So, birch for a perch. So there we have that. That's a nice little touch. We can put that right in, and we can hang the likes of food off of fat balls and things like that. But right, I'm going to take this out of the way for a minute. We won't glue that in just yet because we've got sanding to do, and it's just going to get in the way. Now, that's fairly solid anyway. Right, so our next step is the roof. So, I've cut these pieces. These are going to be going into the roof. Now, on this one, on this piece at the top, I've cut it at a little angle. Now, you don't need fancy tools to do that. You just sort of roughly mark it. Trusty Mora, great little knife for the bush and the workshop. That creates a chamfer on it. And I have it pre-drilled. So that's the setup like that really. So what I'll do now is I'll drill that and we'll see how we're fixed. I even get the screws in Aldi. They have great deals on screws in Aldi. And for the likes of this, brilliant. Aldi little, keep your eye out for all the little, you can actually get apps for them and they'll alert you the week before the stuff comes in. This week I think they're selling merino stuff, long johns, hats, loads of base layers. Oh, great winter boots. I'm going to get a set of those winter boots in Aldi. I think they're out on Sunday. And you can get to save a few quid and it does the job. Helps you start getting better bits of your kit and saves you money, especially coming up to Christmas. Now you can nail these on, but if I'm banging, the shed is quite bouncy, and what happens is it shakes my camera. And as this is really my first foray into video making, that's not too good. So we can try anyway. Right, we're back here. I should get you back in here. So there we are. This is roughly it. Right? It's a sort of common garden board box. Might shorten that down a little bit. Now, next thing we move on to sanding. Okay, many people won't have a sander. Some will, some won't. That's what I use. That's a thing for grouting tiles. And all you're doing is using that to take rough edges off, any little splinters. The boards don't really care what it looks like. Right, so we're going to just round over these corners. I'm just taking a circle, and that's got a radius on it. Offer it up to the corner. Give it a little mark, roll it over. Another little mark. So what I'll do with these is I'll take the rasp. I don't know whether you can see them there. Yeah, see. I'll take the rasp, round them over, and drill a hole here and a hole here, and we'll nearly be ready to mount. Okay, as if by magic and the power of video, I have my holes drilled, all lovely and sanded. Now, the rest is literally up to you. It's whatever you want to make it, whatever way you want to go with it, you know. Put your own personal mark on it. It's a nice little way to spend a Saturday afternoon, Sunday afternoon with the kids out in the shed. Let them run amok, let them go nuts on it. And then all it takes is then just mount it up. Now, I might have a few ideas on what way to finish it. If you don't want to paint it and you want to keep it natural looking, you could actually just oil it. Or you could burn it down with a blowtorch. It's kind of like a Susugi ban, I think is, pardon my Japanese. It's a way of preserving wood. It preserves it from insect infestation, and it also prevents it, believe it or not, from catching fire for a certain amount of time. And it also gives it a nice patina and weatherproofs it too. Okay, we might put, I think I'm going to use the old Japanese method of Shushugi ban. What we're going to do is we're going to burn it. I'll burn it with a torch, sand it back, maybe burn it again, and then I'll either oil it or I have a water-based varnish that I put on it. So now this brings me to the crux of the issue. The challenge here is to make your very own, to make your very own version of a bird box. Everybody's heard about the bird, right? So if you can make a bird box, any type of bird box, it can be a hovel or it can be a palace. Just something that we can keep our little feathered friends warm in over the winter and hang food off and that. So what I'll do is I'm going to finish this up, and then I'll get some pictures at the end of this video and you can see what it's turned out like. But what I really want to see is people doing their own versions of it and who they did it with, and basically it's me passing on knowledge to you so you can pass it on to someone else. You might just have rudimentary carpentry skills, but this is good because it's a nice little practice piece. Get you more familiar, get you more confident with what you're doing. Now, the prize for this, all entries, all submissions who put the pictures of their box in, their finished product, if they want to do a video, even better. The prize is this. Can you see? No. The Living to Learn limited edition Mora. You may actually see how cold it is here. But this is the prize. So there's one of these to be given away, and that will be picked at random. So I suppose what we're going to do is have a hashtag. So if you hashtag your entries, hashtag bird box, that'll be perfect. Right, so I'm looking forward to seeing from everyone and seeing how it all goes. Best of luck, guys. See you soon.